Do you guys believe this thing going around about Blackpink having or only allowed to have female staff around them? Supposedly Teddy, who is in charge of Blackpink, that's another new claim made in this interview by the way, Teddy knows how pretty the members are and hates when there is male staff around them. Now, I have some arguments against this, but also maybe some arguments for it. First of all, it comes from an anonymous interview on YouTube of someone who claims to be a former YG Entertainment employee. So right off the bat, we have no idea if this guy or anything he says is legit and should already be apprehensive. Top of that, the video is now private after getting a lot of attention. Another argument against this would be that it's known by a lot of fans that their managers are male. If this rule was true, why wouldn't they give Blackpink female managers as well? Why have the staff position that probably interacts the most with the girls be male when all the others can't be? Besides the manager dudes, we can't forget this amazing security guy. Once again, if this rule was true, why not also hire female security? I mean, Twice has this Amazonian princess as one of theirs. So yeah, a lot of things point to this being false, or at the very least blown out of proportion. Because we do know for a fact that at one point, YG Entertainment wanted to limit the potential for dating scandals to the point where even their male label mates like iKON couldn't even interact with them. You know, unless you're promoting LG for a lot of money, we all know that. Another reason I think this could slightly be true is that it just makes sense that most of the staff around them is female. When they're backstage, changing, getting ready, doing all of those things, they probably wouldn't want a bunch of guys around them, if for nothing else, cooties, you know? So I think it could be true to a certain degree, but personally not for what this anonymous employee says. There's a lot of things that come out that we should always look deeper into. Someone else on YouTube also recently claimed to have V's passport and leaked the info out to the world. Luckily, it looks like there was some information on there that didn't make sense, so it's most likely not his passport. Although if this Blackpink female-only staff rule is somehow true, TXT's Hyunin Kai might have some opinions about that, seeing as how his little sister just passed the first round of YG auditions. Doesn't mean she's in the company yet, doesn't mean she's going to be an idol trainee. She's already been doing some modeling, so that could be a path as well. But if she is trying out to be a trainee, a lot of people are already worried about her because of how YG has been utilizing Blackpink. The question is, if she made it all the way through, would they train her for a couple of months and then stick her into the group that they just announced for later this year? Or will they train her until the next girl group after that? People are also wondering why she didn't audition for Big Hit, and you know, it's happened before, but just because two people are siblings doesn't mean they have to be under the same label. I'm sure there are good reasons, or that she has her own reasons, we just don't know. We also don't know why it seems like radio stations have not been playing BTS on purpose. You may have seen the term blacklisted used for what's going on. I think this is mostly in the US market. I don't know, if you're a fan outside of the US or Korea, let me know if you've heard BTS on the radio, or you know what, any other K-pop songs in general. On top of all the speculated reasons for this, it could also be a Big Hit decision. We've seen Big Hit test new things for this comeback, like 2 different official music videos, and this could be another test of how important radio play really is in foreign markets. I'm sure some of you guys don't even listen to the radio anymore. K-pop promotions work much differently than Western artist promotions, and you could make an argument that in some ways they're ahead of the game. So as of right now, I would maybe lean more toward it being a Big Hit business decision, but hey, who knows? It could also be a blatant decision against BTS for some other reason that we don't know. What I do know is that I haven't heard On yet on the radio, even the version featuring Sia, but I distinctly remember hearing Boy With Love, Idol, Fake Love, and DNA. Personally, I'm hoping Dua Lipa's song Physical gets played, but the version with Hwasa that just came out. If you guys haven't heard it yet, my goodness, treat yourself during these trying times. It's so good. And I don't always care for K-pop and Western collaborations, but this song is so perfect for Hwasa, plus the fact that she gets to sing in Korean. I can only wish that plays alongside Stray Kids and Monsta X, who seem to have been playing on Radio Disney lately. A perfect way to celebrate Wonho beating his case. And if you haven't seen it yet, Dispatch just released an interview with Wonho as it was his request to publish it, get this, once he was proven innocent. And what's great about this interview is that in it, he explains where he comes from, the environment that he grew up in, and acknowledge that yes, I've done bad things in the past, things he's not proud of. He explains what may have led up to those things, but emphasizes that those aren't excuses. I really like that. It shows you that he is willing to accept the consequences for his actions. But this was not something he was guilty of. And his confidence in that being proven true was shown by withholding the release of this interview until that was proven true. And as we know, that's exactly what happened. You also get a sense of how Monsta X and being part of that group with those guys has helped him grow beyond who he once thought he could be, coming up the way he did. And while we're anxiously waiting for an update on his decision about his future, possibly rejoining Monsta X, how about a message from a fellow member of the BTC? If you know, you know.
Oh, Wonho is back. I saw that news, bro. Hey, thank God, bro. That was, we almost lost a very crucial member. Shout out him and his the fact that he beat his case. That's big news. That's big news, especially for the committee. That's what's up. I'm here with the big titty man. Swag.